to have given pre-release Magic the Gathering cards to Tim Pool, and I came out and started posting pictures of them, then people could get in trouble. So nothing like that has ever happened.
That would be a big mistake if something like that would ever happen.
I know. You can't give Magic the Gathering cards to someone before their release date.
No, you can't. You can't do anything like that.
But,
Can't.
I'm only joking because Spider-Man's coming out soon. I have no foreknowledge of Spider-Man. Yeah, they're doing the Spider-Man stuff. But that's the point, right? If you were to get something in advance, there are people who want everyone to know they're special. These 7 people who released that, they couldn't stand that they knew and other people didn't know they knew, so they had to say it.
Very common with music journalists.
Oh, yeah.
Back when you used to give them the record to review, they'd be like, oh my God, talk to their friends, give people copies.
They want to brag about how they got it.
You said something kind of simply, Phil, that if this is even real, and because I'm still in like shock from the passport of the terrorist hijacker of 9/11 that they found on the ground. I'm putting it in air quotes because this was the official story. They found the hijacker's passport, which is evidence that he was the one that blew up the building nearby. What the hell? Like, so now they have some text communication, and they're like, here, look, read this text.
24 years later, you're still wowed by that?
Yeah, I'm still burned. Like, I just don't trust the government. I don't trust the media.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of reason to not trust the government. But as for, this particular stuff, the evidence seems to point to that there were a lot of people knew about this.
Let's jump to this story from The Independent. Man, 71, told cops he shot Charlie Kirk in order to give the real shooter time to escape, documents say. Now, here's interesting. This guy, George Zinn, the man who falsely told police he shot Kirk, has now been charged with possessing child porn. Okay. This was not a lone actor. I don't believe it for a second. Why would this guy have, at 71, just with all due respect to elderly, but just of himself, standing there as an old man, know that he needed to grant someone time to escape? This was actually the theory as soon as it happened, and they realized he wasn't the shooter. People were like, why would he do that? Well, we brought it up on the show. It distracted police who jumped at him, and then the shooter on the roof ran. Had he not done that, they may have looked around and tried and figured out where the shooter was. Instead, they went and grabbed him instead. He successfully distracted him. Now, just in all honesty, how did he have the quick wit, as soon as the shot happened, to do that?
Yeah.
He's like a broken. Well, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say maybe he's a broken psychopath with child porn on his phone. And he was just
glitchy, laggy.
So
Laggy.
Maybe
It's a possibility.
Gotta get through this.
Like, he heard the noise and immediately was like, ah! And like he's like, this is my mission.
I just like you can randomly grab a leftist out of a crowd and they're a pedophile.
Magic, man. Kyle Rittenhouse proved it.
I think there is a decent probability, though I'm not saying it's guaranteed or greater than
so
chance.
choppy.
The evidence shows there are more. Look, fact. People had foreknowledge. I don't think you look at 7 posts online
There we
from
go.
these trans or trans-linked individuals
And
saying something's going to happen and be like, that's a coincidence. Nah, that's
what
too much
is
of a-
happening?
Sorry. How many times did the Powerball get missed until someone won the $1.8 billion?
Why did it?
Every there's 2 drawings
Something happened.
and it took months. So it is astronomical odds to have 7 people predict, even the day of, saying something big's going to happen. You'll know it when you see it, and then after it happens, say that's that.
Yeah, I mean, look, the good news is there are more people that they can wrap up and put in jail. If these people are a danger and they knew, or if they knew and they didn't say anything, they're a danger to society as well. So have the FBI wrap them up, charge them with terrorism, charge them with accessory, throw them in jail forever.
I think, considering what we find out about this guy and his proclivities, seems to be that there's probably an overlap with him and these other people on these Discord servers.
I was thinking, how many people that identify as transgender have seen pornography under the age of 10 when they were under the age of 10? Like, how many kids were warped by pornography as young children?
Don't care. They're still advocating murder. They go to jail.
Yeah, but that's the cross between a guy with child pornography and people that have seen porn when they were little kids. You know, there's this weird sexual perversion.
All in jail. Right to jail. I don't care about it.
I mean,
I don't care about any of like when they saw what or whatever. Put them in jail. And that's all that I need to know. I don't care about the backstory.
Well,
Like,
and if they're tweeting like veiled threats, that indicates they have nothing to
How
lose
are ya?
anyway. And that's kind of the problem is you take.
Do you want
the
me to-
psychopaths
you wanna
that
do
have
chili?
nothing to lose, and that's how you end up with this situation. So it's like I'm with Phil. Let's knock on their doors and figure out what's going on.
Not to mention this guy.
I
in
could shred
particular,
cheese.
I remember I went to University of Utah
could
in like
shred cheese.
2015 when I was going to school there. He called in a threat.
And
to,
we
I
still
think he
got
called
plenty
or
of that
sent in a threat
cornbread,
to the
right?
Salt Lake Tribune saying he was going to blow up the Salt
Yes.
Lake Marathon right after the Boston Marathon.
Rosemary
So he has
cornbread.
the ability to do this in the first place. Whatever chance he can get.
Hands off my cornbread.
He was 59 years old when that happened.
Yeah, pretty nuts. So.
Mental asylum.
We really went through all that cheese?
I think
Oh, we
there are
probably
more
used it for the
people
casserole.
that are involved. I think
Yes.
I don't trust the messages they put out are complete. They say it's complete, but I don't trust it because there's a ellipses in it.
Yes.
And it's perfect.
Yes.
It's perfect grammar. So
It's like
clearly
I helped.
transposed.
Yeah.
And I think everyone probably understands
Oops.
there is security clearance for a reason.
Took what for
They're
lunch?
never going to release literally everything, especially
Oh,
to
did you?
jeopardize their criminal prosecution.
Oh,
of
you
the
should have.
individuals. That being said,
I thought you said you use it for the casserole and you took the rest for lunch. I was like,
Cash
well,
has
that's
said
fine
they're
too.
investigating,
I like
way
cheese.
more people. Lots more than 20 is what he said.
I would.
So it
It's
sounds
like
like
those
even
cheese
Cash has
packets that we
publicly
got in
said
there. It's the same thing in shredded form.
likely involved in this. So, the media trying to
Yeah,
downplay
it's
this
like
thing.
just 3 or 4 of them.
Discord chat, and this is I was thinking trying to
Just
think
a lot of
perspective
cheese,
of
just
these
brick
people,
of cheese.
and some rando is like, I'm gonna go commit crime, and you're like, ignore it. Like if I got a random
Oh,
Twitter message
39,
from
what's
some
the cap
anonymous
on
account
that?
says
Probably
I'm gonna go
50.
commit crime, I wouldn't even pay a mind to it. I wouldn't think to send it to the FBI. And then if the crime happens, I'm like, what the? But if a friend of mine texts me they're going to commit a crime, right to the FBI. Just so you know, friends out there, don't commit crimes and tell me you're going to do it. So I don't. All these people that happen to be in the same room with the guy that maybe saw a text. It sucks that they're going to get a knock on the door, but that may be just for the sake of the integrity of the mission. They may. It's worth checking out, having a conversation. I don't know. What mission? Of finding out, getting to the bottom of the conspiracy. If there's a
Shake
conspiracy.
pot piling, I don't care.
See if there's more than 20 people.
More than one person.
I think the government is going to
She don't
struggle
care.
to put together a way to go after people such that it satisfies conservatives or right-wingers that they're going after the left enough. So I think the administration is struggling to find a way to not let this so-called political crisis go to waste, for them to have something effective to do. But what are they going to do? You have the Attorney General Pam Bondi saying she will, for one moment in an interview earlier, that she's going to go after hate speech. But I don't think that's the direction of Charlie Kirk that Charlie Kirk would have wanted this to go in. He was famously a free speech type guy. So the administration is struggling. What if this Robinson guy didn't isolated and didn't implicate any of his friends to a degree that could get them arrested or anything? What does that leave for people to want to do in the government?
That's a
Oh,
Rahm Emanuel quote. He was Obama's chief of staff. Don't ever let a good tragedy go to waste. I'm paraphrasing. You get people to do things that they would otherwise not do. And then Pam Bondi comes out and says, if you use hate speech, we're going to target you, and then walks it back on Axios the next day. Trump, when asked about it, says, maybe she'll go after you next, to the reporter, because you've said some unkind things to me. Yeah, this is a nasty opportunity for a government to completely trash their constitution and establish martial law. So the populace, fortunately, were intelligent enough to see it.
I can't imagine how martial law would something like this.
Well, it starts with the repeal of free speech, and then just knock the dominoes down.
Do you think that the president is going to institute martial law nationwide? Do you think that the National Guard of the multiple states are going to comply?
No, I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay.
Guys, what do we want the government to do about this?
I want
Besides
I
going,
want the government to start investigating every single Antifa Reddit account. There's Reddit pages that are dedicated to anti-fascists. Anyone that's involved in any of the Antifa attack on the ICE facility, the specific attacks against the Border Patrol guys. I want all those people investigated, all of the people that committed. I want anyone that's involved with the trans community in Utah investigated, or people that were in those discords. I want them investigated, and I want all the people that have committed crimes. I want them all arrested, and I want them all put in jail.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Bondi specifically, it was just
Chicken crop tyrant, I don't
sloppy way of
care.
putting it. I mean, what needs to be done is people that are sending threats. People are saying, "Oh, you deserve to die for saying this." Those are the people that should get knocks on the door. You don't have to call, that's not hate speech. That's a separate thing. But I think that's what she's referring to.
You need
Yeah, I
true
mean,
threat.
her actual, like, the things that she said are actually
Oh,
She's
Agreed.
terrible with messages.
It's
Horrible
sloppy.
with messages. Sloppy. Because this is about terrorism. This is about organized terrorism. Organizations that are terrorist groups intending to chill political speech, to frighten people of a certain political
No,
persuasion.
it's just-
So
Ah!
those people should be investigated, and if they committed crimes, they should be arrested and tried.
She was sloppy with the threat.
Hiya!
Threat. The Supreme Court's been through this. It was in like 60.
We going up?
During the Vietnam War, a guy said, "If you
We
draft
going
me
up?
and make me carry a rifle, the first person
Yeah,
I'll put in my
we can
sights is
hit
LBJ,
up
who
there.
was the president at the time." And so they arrested him.
I'm getting
went all
hungry.
the way up to the Supreme Court, and they're like, it wasn't a true threat because everyone laughed.
Oh, I bet.
And so they didn't. They realized like you can say stuff like that, and it's not a real threat. And then so now it's like you have to establish like that there was intention to establish that it was a true threat. Often there's what they call like immediacy. Like
that's why we're not talking. That's why like talking about hate speech or like the whether it's what's the word I'm looking for, whether it was trying to get people to commit a crime or whatever.
Incitation.
Inciting. Thank you very much. Inciting. That's not what's being discussed or what should be discussed. Material support to terrorism.
Right.
Right. Like this isn't about the people that are saying it's about free speech are wrong. That's not the topic at hand. It's terrorism.
Correct.
So the people that are helping terror.